There we go. Okay. I have a new setup going, so we'll see how this works. This stream might be a little shorter than the last one, um, but we're gonna keep going with this character in Final Fantasy XIV. Sophia, injuries of several of my men have left me short-handed. I require a capable sort to complete their unfinished duty. The task is simple. Put down as many of the local... Oh, okay. So it's just killing the raptors, taking their eggs. Having done so, you will deliver them to Monrandwin at Gilbert Spire. He will answer my queries, or answer any queries you might have. Now, I have other business to attend to. Alrighty. Okay, so that put a orange circle on our map over here. And we're just gonna... Oh, not the raptors. That's the insect things. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's only 3 we need to kill. So this will be pretty simple. But yeah, if anyone has any feedback on my new setup, I'd love to hear it. I kind of thought I'd like to do a little bit of a theme change, and yeah. Okay. So that's done, so we'll hustle back and complete this quest. Ah, you must be the adventurer standing... God, that man's tall. Wow. Wood. You must be the adventurer standing in for our injured companions. Terribly unfortunate business, that. Alright, hand over the egg sacs. It seems, however, that you had little trouble gathering the egg sacs in their stead. Excellent work. I shall have them sent over to the Trappers' League immediately. Lest you wonder, these egg sacs are not destined for the dinner table. Members of the Twin Adder and the Wood Whalers are assisting the League by collecting the samples they need to check for signs of sickness. I need to look up how to pronounce this enemy name. Maybe this is silly, but I'm afraid if I mispronounce it, it'll be some offensive word I've never heard of. Okay. Chigo. Okay. It looks like it's the name of an actual insect, too, so that's interesting. Cool. Alright. The Chigo, you see, is one of the few creatures capable of transmitting the disease known as the Creeping Death. Until relatively recently, any here who contracted this ghastly illness would almost inevitably perish. Sorry. They say this like it's not a starting enemy. Indeed, a single outbreak once claimed the lives of a third of the... That's dangerously close to Hyrulean. Hyrian population here in Gridania. This was a long time ago, of course, with the medicines available to us now. The creeping death is not the killer it once was. Even so, it is best to halt any new outbreaks before they occur. Thus we gather Chigo eggs on a regular basis in order to assist the Trappers League with their ongoing research. Your timely assistance is most appreciated. Okay. Woo! Oh, I got a new spell. What does it do? Restores own HP and HP of all nearby party members. Awesome. And I also got Asuna, which removes a single detrimental effect from a target. That could be very useful for sure. Oh, he does have our next main quest, so we're gonna keep on trucking. He has better clothing for us. Surveying the Damage is the name of the quest. Such an embarrassing turn of events. I sent a recruit from the Bannock on a surveying expedition, only for the Craven to turn tail. Sorry, I keep yawning. And flee at the first sign of trouble. This is not how we treat requests from the Conjurers. And as if such a poor showing weren't bad enough, the lily-livered half-wit left behind the surveying equipment provided by the hearer Pauline herself. While I attempted to instill some backbone into this so-called soldier, would you mind recovering the survey... Sorry, I can't stop yawning. Ugh. The survey gear and returning it to the hearer Pauline at Gavinow Bower? According to my recruit's tale of woe, there should be a set of survey records. A surveyor's rope and 2 boxes of surveyor's instruments strewn about the interior of the cave to the south of here. It's a wonder the damn fool didn't lose his boots. Ahem. Matron, watch over you. Got it. Alright. So, if we look at the map, we have that orange circle down there, so it looks like we're going south. But yeah, unfortunately, from everything I've gathered, the beginning of this game takes a while to really get started. We'll see how this goes. Oh, bridge. I don't think I've activated that one, so we'll go ahead and activate that before we keep going. Never mind, I have activated it. Okay, got it. So it looks like we're just gonna interact with that once we killed this. And that. Since they, auto aggro. Alright. And then interact here. Recover the boxes of... Okay, so there is a second one. Looks like it's over there. Oh, there's more than we need, it looks like. Oh, never mind. It's a separate, thing on the checklist. Here we go. Recover the survey records. It is a tad bit annoying how they auto-aggro, but, like... I mean, that's kind of how it always has been with Final Fantasy, so it's, kind of to be expected, I suppose. Alright. And we're actually going this way, it looks like. We're just gonna get past these last ones. Alright. Looks like it might be in that cabin. Okay. Pauline. Yes, may I assist you with some matter? Okay. Right. I kind of wish there was a hand over all button. That would be a good quality of life feature to add, but I know this was kind of a, when did this launch? I think it was 2013. That sounds right. Oh, but this is the equipment I left with the soldiers of the Bannock. Fled at the first sign of danger, you say? I see. Well, all is not lost. It appears the recruit managed to complete the surveying assignment. The records are actually quite detailed. With the changes wrought by the calamity, I thought it wise to send the order of the Twin Adder to a number of expeditions, in order... Am I blind? I do have to do this without my glasses, by the way, because the VTuber doesn't like my glasses. So, please forgive me. I thought it wise to send the order of the Twin Adder on a number of expositions to map the region's topography. As fortune would have it, the officers saw these tasks as an excellent opportunity to train inexperienced soldiers. We can no longer rely on our past knowledge of the Twelves Wood. If we are to survive these troubled times, we must reacquaint ourselves with our surroundings. that we may better discern the threats we face. Stay vigilant, adventurer. Cool, cool, cool. I am taking this, and we're gonna see how that looks on us. The underbody. Right there. Ooh, that's kind of slick. Yeah, I'll take that. Alright, looks like Pauline is also our next quest. So, we will be getting a better wand if we do this. I say if, as if we have a choice. It is the main quest, after all. Alright. I hesitate to take such a dangerous request, but might you assist us in thinning the number of annals on Naked Rock? That sounds like anals, but whatever. In our efforts to commune with the elementals, we conjurers often find ourselves in the area. Of late, however, our meditations have all too frequently been interrupted by unprovoked anal attacks. Truly, the beasts grow more aggressive by the day. Their numbers have continued to grow since the advent of the 7th Umbral Era. You see, forcing packs of the skill kin to come down from the mountains in search of food. Wait. The numbers have continued to grow since the advent of the 7th Umbral Area, you see, forcing packs of the scale kin to come down from the mountains in search of food. You could slay a handful of the beasts. That would lessen their number to hunt, and also serve as a warning to the anals to remain within their territory. But I am afraid you must do more than thin the existing population. This sounds like a genocide, the way she worded that part. If we are to truly break the spiraling growth, we must also target their future offspring. Bring more than one of their eggs, and you will have played your part in returning balance to this area of the forest. Gee, alright. So, we're going this way. Okay, there's one down. We just need 3. Alrighty. Oh, we only appear to need one of their eggs. I don't know, that's hardly much of a dent in the future population. But I guess I don't want to, like, do a lot of repetitive work. Alright, so we need one of their eggs. I'm not 100% sure where to find those here. Maybe it's up here a little bit. No, I didn't eat a cactus ever. Why not? Sounds like a skill issue to me. Have you tried harder to eat a cactus? Alright, now hopefully we can grab the fucking egg. That'd be real cool. Alright. One less thing to worry about. Cool. Alright, I'm grabbing a drink of water real quick. I bet it's in the cabin. Here we go. Ah, you have returned. Now might my brothers and sisters continue their meditations, undisturbed. You have my thanks. As for the egg, may I ask you deliver it to... I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. I'm gonna butcher it, I know it. At the bannock. Anal eggs have both large and are both large and filled with nutrients. The perfect meal for a soldier. She will be more than a little pleased to see you, I should imagine. Okay. Before I get that, I think I'm gonna brew myself some tea real quick. So I'm gonna be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm starting to realize maybe I shouldn't have taken my progesterone before this, because I'm feeling very, very dizzy and, tired. But we're gonna keep on trucking. Alright. So, next thing, we're going over this way, it looks like. So I'm primarily keeping this, stream series to focusing on the main scenario quest, but how much do y'all think I should, engage with side quests? I'm sure there's some side quests that are, well, more important than others, to be fair, but, you know. Who goes there? Oh, Sophia, it's you. Another delivery? Indeed. I'm not certain I should be the one to... By Nafka. That's an analeg. The troops will be glad indeed to see one of these at the table. And you say here Pauline sent you on this errand? I hear the annals are more numerous than ever, yet you appear to have managed the task with your skin intact. I sure hope so. They're an entry-level enemy. Your skill and bravery continue to amaze me, Sophia. Alright, another upgrade here. Okay. Slightly better wand, but, it does look identical, unfortunately. I feel like every time I say the name of that enemy, it just sounds like anal. It really bugs me. I guess it's a little funny, to be fair. Yeah. Sophia, thank the gods you've come. We have a potential crisis on our hands, and I would appreciate your assistance. Will you hear me out? Spirit hold broken. Okay, that looks interesting. Is that like a boss? I have played some of A Realm Reborn before, but I don't, like, recall all of it that I have played, so... I haven't even played, like, that much of A Realm Reborn. Yeah. I guess I don't know how long it is. So maybe that's not fair to say, but, you know. Listen well, for we haven't much time. To the southeast of here lies a dungeon beyond... Or, a dungeon beyond... What the fuck am I talking about? To the southeast of here lies a dungeon known as Spirit Hold. Oh, okay, so this is our first dungeon. It was all but destroyed during the calamity. Desiring to offer the ruins back to the forest, a hero ventured inside to carry out the rite of returning. Alas, it would seem something has gone awry. Word arrived just moments ago that the hearer and his guards have been attacked by a towering shadow I, you heard me true, a shadow. Shadow the Hedgehog confirmed. One sec, let me take a sip of my tea. On any other day, I would dispatch my best quivermen to provide support, but I sent them to repel the Ixali incursion in the West Shroud near Belago. The timing of these events cannot be mere coincidence. I fear the Ixal somehow caught wind of our plans and are attempting to disrupt the Rite in an effort to weaken the bond between man and elemental. They must not be allowed to succeed, and so I bid you go to Spirit Hold and do whatever is necessary to resolve the situation. Please, say you will help us. I knew you would not let me down. You will have all the support I can muster. Now, we are racing against time, so you had best make haste. Alrighty. Now, I imagine you don't have to make haste whatsoever. But we're going to anyway. It's what our character would do. Oh, that's interesting. Those ones have that symbol above them, so I'm gonna knock some of those away. Get those out of my, my book. I don't know. Whatever you call it. Alright, gonna heal myself real quick. Here we go. Alrighty. Who goes there? An adventurer, or is it? Here at Instructor Galfried's request, you say? Thank the matron. Doubtless you already know this, but a towering shadow manifested without warning and attacked the hearer in the midst of the rites. Most of his party has been successfully evacuated, but 5 remain unaccounted for. Please find them and see them out of harm's way. Alrighty. Guess we're going over yonder. Alright. Ugh. A great shadow towering over me. What in the 12's good grace? An adventurer, please. You must save the hearer. Got it. That's 1 of 5. Here's the second one. Oh. Here's the second one. Galfried sent you? I am no longer of use here. Pray help the hearer in my stead. Alright, 2 down. There we go. Third one right here. Away, vile fiend! Away, I say! I defy you! I defy you! Huh? Oh. An adventurer. We were ambushed in the midst of the ritual. And then... I'm not sure what happened. Alright. Alright. This one's named Cool-Headed Conjurer. You were sent to help? I fear you are too late. The ritual has failed. I must return to Gridania. The Seed Seers must know of this. I think it's 4. I'm gonna put that one to sleep. And then attack this one in the meantime. Just out of curiosity, I want to see if I put it to sleep while it has that damaging effect, if it will stay asleep. And it looks like that's the case. That could be useful in the future. I should keep that in mind. Not that I, need it this early. The strategy at this point isn't all that deep. Okay, and here is another one. Confused Conjurer is its name. The thing was no elemental, but a being born of darkness. The hearer languishes alone in the depths. You must help him. Injured here. Oh, looks like we have something interesting going on here. Probably gets a cutscene. Likely not voice acted, but a cutscene nonetheless. Oh, it's that guy. O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul, that it may wake to life. Oh, so maybe it isn't a proper dungeon. Just this boss. Or mini-boss. I imagine. Okay, I'm going to do that, and then put it to sleep. Give it some little chip damage while I wait over here. Let's do something a little bit funny. I'm going to sit down and wait. Alright. Okay, enough of this bit, honestly. I'm just gonna hurl stones at it. Though that's not all that effective, likely because it is a stone enemy. Makes sense. I'm gonna do this again. We're almost there. That was easy. I'd argue that was simpler than the first mini-boss, the tree. Because the tree at least had little minions that came after you. That the golem could be vanquished. That woman is no ordinary adventurer. Damnation. Damnations. He has eluded us yet again. Oh, fancy meeting you here. How are things? Whatever. Oh. Shh. More birds. This makes it how many times today? 7? Their movements are beyond our fathoming. Do you think maybe they're trying to summon their primal? I hope not, for our sakes. Yet, we must be prepared for the worst. Withered. The same fate has befallen Emerald Moss. It is as we feared. Dalaman's anomaly is affecting life in the Twelveswood. You mean the disturbance and the etheric flow? Very same. The Garleans have a lot to answer for. The imbalance they've created is plunging the land into chaos, just as Luke Swaff forewarned. It's no wonder the primals have started appearing. Time is against us, but there is still hope for the land. We must hold fast to that hope and and fight to the very last. Agreed. Wah! Ack. Stupid things. These stupid things happen to be the very latest in Charlan invention. Show some respect. But they're so uncomfortable and ugly. If you ask me, they're an improvement over that mask of yours. Hard to believe it's already been 5 whole years, isn't it? Already. 5 years is but a heartbeat in the life of a planet. I suppose you're right. Now that I think about it, the 12s would barely recovered at all. And the Gridanians still have the same old problems. Aye, along with some new ones, just in case the Ixal and Garuda weren't troublesome enough. The Sylphs had to go and invite Rama, didn't they? Do you ever think about those adventurers who fought alongside us? I do. And then 5 years seems like ages. I wonder what become of them. Ah. Ida, look. Golly. And this is what exactly? Yet another disturbance in the ether. And freshly manifested at that. It seems to be emanating from Lifeman's stump. We must hurry. Are you alright? Your eyes glazed over for a while there. Oh. The good news is that the hearer is unharmed. Somewhat dazed, yes, but whole of mind and body. The bad news concerns everything else. Lest you forget, the Twelves Wood is the domain of the elementals. It is by their leave that man abides in the forest and avails himself of its bounty. The ground which the dungeon occupies is no different. Having no more use for the dungeon, the Gridanians sent a hearer to offer the place back to the elementals by way of the right of returning, which is essentially an expression of gratitude. Alas, he failed to complete the ritual for obvious reasons. While the poor soul cannot be blamed for this, the fact remains that unless the elementals are given their due, they may well consider it a slight. And the very last thing the Gridanians can afford to do in these uncertain times is risk alienating the Twelveswood Eternal Guardians. But you have more than done your part. We shall see the hero to safety and send for his peers to finish the rite. In the meantime, please make your way outside and report to Alistan. Ah, but where are my manners? I am Papa Limo, and the tactless woman before me here is Ida. Papa Limo and I are surveying the Twelveswood together. Pleased to meet you. Ida, give me a hand, would you? Wait, there is something familiar about you. Could it be that you are... Never mind. Doubtless my eyes are playing tricks. Till we meet again. Oh, alrighty. Guess we should head back as he suggested. Back is this way. All this happened inside Spirit Hold? 12 preserve us. Who was that masked mage, and by what dark ambition is he driven? So many things shrouded in mystery. Well, I shan't find any answers on my own. I must needs discuss this with Galfried. The matter warrants a further investigation. If I am any judge, and that shall certainly be my recommendation. Your courage has saved many lives this day, adventurer. For this, you have my deepest gratitude. Pray return to Gridania and seek out Mion. I understand she wishes to thank you for your efforts on our behalf. Alright, can do. So, what we need to do is we need to go back to New Gridania up there. I believe right here is the closest entrance to it. If I'm not mistaken. I could very well be mistaken, of course. But yeah, we have a little more story, with, Ida and, Papa Limo. Interested to see where that goes. Suppose I should be, dealing with this. While it is a tad annoying they attacked, it's a little extra experience, so I'll take it. I wonder if they still attack if you vastly outlevel them. Quite a walk to get there. I can't wait till we get a chocobo. I say quite a walk. I'm sure there's like much worse walks later on. Oh my god. Alright, let's heal up. Oh, that's North Shroud. Guess I should have... Oh my lord. That jump scared me. I spilled a tiny bit of my tea. Ah, hell. Sure. I will just do that. I suppose that does get the job done anyway. Maybe I shouldn't have went that way. But, bright side is, we're close to this objective. So, let's see what she has for us. Welcome back, Sophia. A little bird tells me that the hearer and his party owe you their lives. A tale for the tavern, if ever there were one. It is only a shame that I must ask you not to tell it, for the time being at least. Do I make myself clear? Until the hearers have made their will on the matter known, it would be best to avoid unsettling people with stories of walking statues. Now then, you must have suitable recompense for your valiant service. For the first half of your reward, I give you leave to make use of the accommodations here at the guild. Arrangements have been made, so all you need to do is speak with Antoinette whenever you crave the comfort of a firm bed and a soft pillow. For the second half of your reward, I offer you another path to fame and fortune, guild leaves. Guild leaves are records of various requests we receive from the citizenry. They outline all manner of tasks which ambitious young adventurers like you can elect to undertake. Gontran is our guild leave official, or leave mate here, in the Carolyn Canopy. I have spoken to him regarding your knack for solving challenging problems, and he is eager to make your acquaintance. By the way, have you perchance heard about the coming festival? It is truly a splendid occasion, looked forward to by young and old alike, and one I heartily recommend that you take the time to enjoy. Don't be too disappointed if the recent troubles cast a shadow over proceedings. However, I fear nothing of the sort. Nothing short of the mysterious interloper's apprehension can prevent that. But we are talking about you, Sophia. You have made Mother proud. I expect great things from you, young lady. Alrighty. You now have access to recommendations. This feature displays a list of quests or duties currently available in your area. The recommendation list can be opened from under Duty in the main menu and will also be displayed automatically when you log in. If you find yourself unsure of what to do next, this tool makes it simple to locate activities suitable for your present class and level. Oh, new spell. Resurrects target to awakened state. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Right here, I think I'll talk to this individual here. Never mind. This is the guild leaves one. I meant to talk to the innkeep. Acquire an inn room. Oh, that's nice. It appears, sorry. Yawning. It appears I don't have to pay for it. That's nice. Oh, that's a nice rendition of the classic, inn music from, the old Final Fantasy games. See, so this appears to be a way to see some microtransactions, to my understanding. Oh my god, I actually kind of dig that. Oh, there's a tab for Final Fantasy X. And there's also a tab for Final Fantasy 13. I've never actually played Final Fantasy 13, so, I don't have any real, attachment to it. But, I do have all three games for the PS3. I should get them for PC, though. Maybe to stream someday. I do like the choir attire. Oh my god, there's a witch's attire. That's amazing. Oh, another witch's attire. Can I see this in the Final Fantasy oh, wait. Never mind, I guess that doesn't... How do I... How do I get that? Do I have to go on there and, like, search for it? Let me try to figure out how this works. All items. No, it doesn't look like there's a search bar. Oh, okay, I can filter it the same way it's filtered on here. I don't... Okay, that's... I'm not seeing this outfit. Oh, maybe I found it. Okay, it's $5 real world money. I might consider that one. Let's see. Hunter's Moon. Rising. Oh, Lord. Oh my god. Some of these are kind of funny. Little Lady's Day. That one's kind of stylish. Collaborations. I bet a lot of people love that maid outfit. Jeez. But you can cosplay as, various characters. I do kind of dig that one, I'm not gonna lie. I also really do like this this choir outfit. Very nice. I'm gonna check how much that one costs too. It's a shame it doesn't automatically like link you to the item. As far as I can tell, there's nothing that does that there. Alright. Let's see. Starlight Celebration. I'm not seeing it here. Oh, there it is. Okay. That one's also $5. So it does look like there's a fair bit more that you can look at on here. I might look into some of that later. But, for the time being, I say we keep going. Look at maybe a little more that we got going on here in the end. The Unending Journey. Okay, so this is to replay specific, more important missions, it appears. Toy chest here. What's this do? Oh, that's mini games, but we don't have any yet. Armory. The Armory. Situated in your in-room, estate, or in squadron barracks. The Armory can be used to store certain kinds of items with limited methods of obtainment. These include job-specific gear, seasonal event garb, and so forth. You can determine whether or not an item can be stored sorry, in the Armory by viewing its item help window. Please note that only items with condition at 100 or above can be stored. Furthermore, storing an item will reset its spirit bond and condition, as well as remove customized elements such as dyes and crests. Glamour Dresser. I've not yet unlocked the Glamour Dresser. Okay. Crystal Bell. Not authorized to summon. Okay. I don't have retainers yet. Okay, so that's for retainers. I have a vague understanding of how retainers work. To my understanding, they're basically NPC helpers. This is just a sound test. I don't think I need it to explained, really. Oh, you have to collect the songs. Alright, well, that about does it for in here. We're just gonna keep on going. One thing I have been putting off, as you'll notice up in the corner here, it says we have 2 letters. To my understanding, for those you need to go see a delivery Moogle, I think never mind, that's not a delivery Moogle. Maybe the map will tell me where a delivery Moogle is. Board trader. Oh, I guess over there's where the hunt board is. I imagine we're too early for anything meaningful there, though. Well, I don't know. I don't know where a delivery Moogle is. In that case, we're just gonna go back and do this next quest. Okay, this will give us better pants, it appears. Alright. How is my favorite fresh-faced adventurer? I bet she says that to everyone. We're not special. Oh, do not scowl so. I speak out of Oh, I knew it. She said it. I speak out of habit. You've come a long way since you first walked through my door, and I'll not deny it. As a matter of fact, I think it's about time you made yourself useful at Mint Branch Meadows in the Central Shroud. Unlike the recruits you see at the Bannock, the men and women out at Bent Branch are fully occupied with their own work. As such, I imagine there are more than a few who would welcome the assistance of a rapidly maturing adventurer like yourself. Bent Branch is also home to a very usefully situated aetheryte. It is, in other words, the perfect place for you to begin the next stage of your journey as an adventurer. And what better time than the present? Leave the city via the Blue Badger Gate and continue to the southwest until you come to a bridge. Cross it, and when you spy the aetheryte in the distance, you may congratulate yourself on having successfully found Bent Branch Meadows. If you so fancy, you may also make use of the Chocobo Porter service, doubtless the safest way to get to your destination. Chocobo Keep Singer should not hesitate to lend his birds to a capable adventurer like you. Oh, and be sure to introduce yourself to Keitha, the head Chocobo Wrangler, when you arrive. Alright, before I do anything of the sort, I actually have some other plans because we should be at a level where we can do our next guild quest. Is guild the right word? Our next quest for this job, because I want to keep growing as an aspiring young witch. So let's go see if they have anything for us. Alright. So our next quest is ready. It looks like we'll get a shield, and we can get another thing of our choice. Well, we'll see. Alright. Trial by Earth, it's called. It is good to see you again, Sophia. By the air of serenity that surrounds you, it is plain you have learned to draw upon the energy of creation. I am glad. It is the wellspring of all our power. Yet the energy of creation is not one thing but many. And to call upon it all without first knowing each is conjury at its most basic. As a part of your continuing education, it is my desire that you now learn about the element of earth. Make your way to Blessed Bud in the North Shroud, and there partake of Hieron Nolanal's wisdom. The depths of his affinity for the elementals of rock and soil is all but unique amongst conjurers, and he is a gifted instructor besides. You may be certain of receiving a most enlightening lesson on the subject of Earth. Alright, so let's go do that. North Shroud is not far, actually. So let's head straight there. Alright, and our point of interest is straight ahead. While we're here, it appears those are another one on our enemy list, so let's go ahead and smite a few. For the love of the craft. There we go. Alright. Another one down. You seek Nolanal. You seek no more. You have found him. What can I do for you, friend? Ah, so Brother Isumiyan bid you come to me and to learn the element of earth. That as well. The power of earth is the solid foundation upon which a conjurer stands. I could happily lecture you for days on its intricate variations and properties, but I rather suspect the busy life of an adventurer would not afford the time required for such extended discourse. Accordingly, I shall offer you an opportunity to experience the qualities of Earth firsthand in combat. Now mark me well, Sophia, and do exactly as I command. East of here, and the grounds of Tree Speak Stables, there exists a patch of soil that bears the mark of corruption. Seek it out. When you have found the place, reach out to first focus of the Earth's trauma and attempt to commune with it, as all conjurers can. Resentful of your intrusion, the tainted being that feasts unseen upon the energies seeping from the wounded Earth shall then appear. Using the power of conjuring, strike it down and permit the land a chance to heal. Much of the nature of Earth will be reversed, or will be revealed to you during the struggle, Sophia. I trust you will return to me a wiser woman than she who now departs. Okay, so we're going this way. Let's see if I can Skyrim my way up here. Come on. Somewhat. Alright. There we go. Ah, there it is. You sense a hostile presence. I think it's a little more than sense. Nice. Alright, now we just return to Nolanol. Cutscene. Welcome back, Sophia. The elementals whisper of your accomplishments. How did it feel to confront that embodiment of Earth, to endure its onslaught? Has the crushing power of this element shaken the very marrow of your bones? Corruption occurs when the land's wounds are prevented from healing. In vanquishing the tainted sprite, you permitted the Earth's energies to flow unimpeded and to nourish the land once more. Can you not sense the strength of the Earth returning? Already the land begins to heal. Thanks to your actions, that field will once again bear bountiful crops. It looked like it was already bearing crops because it was in the middle of a line of crops. Maybe not the best placement for that. When next you have reason to call upon your art, look back upon this task and that which you accomplished. Experience once more the grinding weight of the Earth's fury, and reveal in the memory of life flowing anew through the land you helped restore. With such thoughts shall your understanding of nature continue to grow. I hope you are paying attention, Sylphie. See this adventurer here. Sophia came all the way from Stillgate Fane just to hear my lesson. He says that like it's far. You would do well to learn from her example. If you wish to become a conjurer worthy of the name, you must make an effort to study nature. Do you attend me, young lady? Why should I bother studying nature? I can conjure already. See? You have a rare gift for healing, Sylphie. A wonderful gift. Yet there is more to being a conjurer than... But I don't want to do more. I want to heal. I'm good at healing. You can't make me do those other things. Sometimes I wonder why I even tried. Sylphie joined the guild shortly before you came to us. As you yourself just experienced, she possesses a prodigious talent for healing. Indeed, despite her tender years, I know of few conjurers who are her equal in that field. Alas, nature, the very wellspring of her power, holds no interest for the child. And when she should, by rights, be learning about the land, she prefers instead to wander it, healing people on a whim. You, in contrast, have been a most attentive student. I have taught you all I know of the element Earth. You may report back to Brother Isumi and tell him as much. I don't buy that that's all he knows, but... okay. Alright, so yeah, we'll go back and finish this quest. I imagine... the next quest will not quite be available to us, but I suppose we'll see. Shoot, I skipped past that dialogue. I must confess to sharing Nolan's frustration with the girl. As you yourself have witnessed, Sylphie possesses a natural talent for the conjuring of mending and restoration. Alas, her gifts appear to have blinded her to the need for study, and she outright refuses to learn about the natural world. She knows nothing of the elements of earth and wind, and is quite incapable of conjuring even the tiniest pebble or the faintest breeze. I have tried upon numerous occasions to explain to her that conjurers who are ignorant to the source of their power pose a risk to themselves and others, but all to no avail. Should she continue to deny the debt she owes to nature and indulge in ever more reckless displays of power, there is every possibility she will create a dangerous imbalance. Needless to say, I am presently at a loss to know how such an eventuality might be prevented. A thought occurs to me, Sophia. It may be that your encounter with Sylphia was ordained by the elementals. Should you chance to meet her again, I ask that you strive to impress upon her the importance of opening oneself to nature's voice. Mayhap she will listen to you. But we have discussed our wayward young friend's education enough. Let us seek instead of one of my more willing pupils, namely you. The progress you have made does you great credit, Sophia. Though you are yet new to the art of conjuring, you are no stranger to nature's embrace. Considering all that you have learned, I hope you understand the true significance of these words. Alright. Okay, let's see here. Wait. I'll look at all these real quick. Ah, yes. There we go. I have a shield now. Greetings, Sophia. Each time we meet, the part of conjurer befits you ever better. In your previous lesson, you learned about the elemental of earth. It is my desire that you next become acquainted with the wind. Travel to Full Flower Combe and the East Shroud and seek the teachings of Hero Wolfie. Those scant few years have passed since her coming of age. Wolfie is a conjurer of consummate skill who is able to divine the will of the air elementals with uncommon clarity. I can recommend no better tutor for your lessons in the masteries of wind. Alrighty. Where am I going? Ain't that a question? Well, while we're up here, I think I'll go look over at the markets. See what we can find there, if anything that strikes our eye. Oh, we're gonna go that way, it looks like. But I'm gonna check out the markets first. I don't know if I got that one. Oh, looks like we haven't. There we go. Independent tailor. see here. Let's see, I can probably sell some of my old stuff I'm not using. Yeah, there we go. That's something. Okay, ooh, that looks nice. That looks a lot better. Alright. As far as these, I'll get one of those, and I'll leave that at that for now. Face wear. Okay. Alright, now I want to see what's over here. We don't have a whole lot here of interest, so I don't think I'm gonna get anything there. Yeah, I think we'll go on to our next location. We look a little more stylish than we did. I know later on you can get, like, actually more stylish things. Seen plenty of people with them, so. And an arm mender. Oh, this is repairs. Okay. Independent tinkerer. Not entirely sure what that entails. Tradecraft supplier. Okay, so lots of little knickknacks. Probably useful for things, but I'm not entirely sure. Before we... Yeah, this might be our last quest for tonight. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Lavender beds? Okay. Okay, that's the one. Here we go. Alright, let's see what we can find over here. Looks like it's a little bit oh, and the main quest actually concludes down there too. I think we'll knock out that. Oh wait, the main quest is in Central Shroud. Never mind. Misread. Before we do anything else, I'm gonna knock out some of these since they're on our enemy list. There we are. Alright, now let's continue down south. And see what's in store for us. You must be Sophia. Brother Isumiyan sent word to expect you. It shall be my pleasure to instruct you on the patterns of gusts and gales. Now, how to perceive. Pray forgive my hesitation. It was but recently that I attained the title of Hearer, and, well, you are my first student. Yes, I believe I have a suitable task for you. go to the east of Sweet Bloom Pier. There is a small spring giving rise to a pool. Go there and clear the air of the honeybee swarm, which lately took up residence in the area. You seem uncertain. Mayhap you wonder at the connection between my request and the subject of your study? I sympathize, Sophia, but trust me, inexperienced though I may seem, this deed will deepen your understanding of wind. Alright. So on our way we go. Oh, we're already almost there. Interacting. Simple enough. Welcome back. I take it the bees are no more? Tell me, did you happen to notice any of the Vilekin's preferred flowers in the vicinity of the spring? I ask because there were none. Strange, then, is it not, that the bees should choose to congregate there? And what has caused this abhorrent behavior? Still your mind and reach out with your senses. Can you feel it? The path of the wind veers from its natural course, sweeping hapless creatures along its wake. Something is playing havoc with the air currents. Such a disturbance beseeks corruption. Return to the spring near Sweet Bloom Pier and search for pockets of corrupted air. Should you find one, use your powers of conjuring to disperse it. All the way back. Oh, interesting. Oh, raw sludge. Yay. Well done. The wind no longer keens its frustration. Let us return to full flower. Dang, and it's still not done. There's still more to this. I must apologize for exposing you to such danger. The corruption was greater than I anticipated, but it is through such trials that we flourish as conjurers. Now then, Sophia, what did you learn as you struggled within the air's grasp? You will doubtless have noticed that wind does not strike with the instant crushing forces of earth. Instead, it torments one's form, dancing across every surface, and leaving 1,000 tiny wounds in its wake. These are the agonies of erosion. Having experienced such pain, you are now intimately acquainted with wind's capacity for patient destruction. No land is a stranger to its power. When you stand under distant skies and feel the wind's familiar caress upon your skin, remember the lessons you have learned here this day. I suppose I should be grateful that this latest elemental disturbance manifested itself in such an opportune time. Only the gods know what I would have taught you had it not. Yet the growing frequency of such phenomena begins to concern me. While it is true that the calamity wrought much harm upon the Twelveswood, I suspect some other force is at work here. I bid you remain wary, Sophia. But enough of these ominous ramblings. I regret to say that your time with me is at an end. Return to Stillgate Fane and inform Brother Isumi of your newfound mastery. Oh, and be sure to thank him for sending me such a willing first student. Okay. Onward to there, then. Alright. Cool. Alright. Now off to complete this quest. And that'll wrap us up for tonight. I know it wasn't a super long stream, but we did make a fair bit of progress, nonetheless. I probably could have went a more efficient way to get there. Alrighty. Welcome back, Sophia. The elementals inform me that you have opened your eyes and have opened your ears to the voice of the wind. That is well. Having made allies of 2 elements, you are well on your way along the path of conjuring, though full comprehension of these forces will only come to you in the fullest of time. Be patient as you seek to embrace nature more fully. So will nature hold you more closely. They made you study wind. Why bother? You don't need wind to heal things. Whatever those dreary lessons tell you. Conjuring is inextricably bound with nature, Sylphie. That dreary lesson is one you should have learned by now. I assume by your presence here that you have once again abandoned your tutors. You must understand, if you persist in casting spells without proper knowledge. I have all the knowledge I need. My mother never needed to embrace nature to heal, and the people she helped were thankful for her art. I'll learn conjuring the same way she did, and become just as great a conjurer, you'll see. But I didn't come here to argue with you, Brother Isumi. I wanted to tell you that I've discovered how to cast rays. How? What were you thinking, girl? You know not what you do, what you risk. You are meddling with forces beyond your comprehension. Should you even attempt to use that spell, I will have no recourse but to strip you of the name Conjurer and banish you from our halls. Do I make myself clear? Why must you be so angry with me? It's not as if I were trying to hurt anyone. But that's... Sylphie, my dear child, that is precisely the point. My apologies, Sophia. I hope you do not find these constant disruptions distracting. As you have just heard, Sylphie's mother was also a conjurer who was unable to use any spells outside of the sphere of healing. Needless to say, Sylphie seeks to emulate her in every way. It is rare and wondrous talent to heal without relying on the energies of nature, but such power is not born of true conjuring. By all that we know of the art, it should not be possible for Sylphie to cast rays. I shudder to think what would happen if she tried. I fear my inability to set her upon the true path reflects my own failings as a teacher. I am only glad that those same feelings have not hindered you, whether it be with my help or in spite of it. I believe that you will become a fine conjurer. Already, you are blessed with great power, and more shall be yours should you persevere with our art, as indeed I hope you shall. Yet however much you grow, however powerful you become, remember that ours is a power borrowed, not taken. Before you depart, I would speak with you on one further matter. Thus far, you have completed 3 tasks to my satisfaction. I would officially recognize your efforts by granting you leave to join the other guilds. Gridania is home to guilds representing lancers, archers, leatherworkers, carpenters, botanists. Should any of these paths appeal to you, you are free to seek membership at the associated establishment. I but ask that you bear one thing in mind. While man is given to curiosity and wont to explore new paths, only through focus may he attain true enlightenment. Naturally, it would please me most if you place conjuring above other pursuits. Regardless of the path you choose, however, I have every confidence that your deeds will be the honor of all concerned. Go now, Sophia, and seek your destiny. Ever shall the earth meet your footfall, and the wind guide your path. Alrighty. I'm going with the gloves. Armory unlocked. You now have access to the armory system. Quests to unlock the other classes can be undertaken by speaking to the receptionist in the corresponding guild. There exist myriad disciplines in Eorzea that adventurers can take up. For the most rewarding experience, however, it is recommended that you first focus on mastering your current class. Okay. Got it. Alright, the next of the quests for this guild is not available yet. Let's see when it is available. Level 15, so we're not too far off. We'll see how that goes. And then before calling it, I am going to put on these new gloves. There we go. They look quite nice, I'd say, and slightly better stats. But yes, next time, we're going to start by concluding the mission for the main scenario on the Bent Branch, and go from there. But yeah, see y'all next time. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good rest of your night.